about that music? Pretty good. Um, yeah, a lot of active weather is about to be going on for us here in Northwest Arkansas. Right now, it's pretty quiet. The wind is starting to pick up, and it might not be all that cold just yet, but it's going to be getting quite frigid quite soon. I've got the purple background behind me because we do have some chances for some wintry weather as early as this evening. But I do think the main point of this broadcast here is to get you updated on next week, where we could be seeing a major winter weather event Tuesday, and then the cold. Expect record shattering lows coming up here below zero weather, and the wind chill value is just as low as I've ever seen them. So let's just dive right in. Here's Mega Doppler showing some snow across Oklahoma, Tulsa. Some pretty that's a pretty heavy band of snow going through Tulsa right now. And notice how our forecast area, Washington County, if you zoom in, maybe some frozen precipitation already starting to fall. Let me look at a camera. See any Fayetteville. Here's Mount Sequoia. Some low stratus in place. Here's the Graduate Hotel. Some moisture on the camera lens, so definitely it is precipitating, but is it frozen? Probably not yet, because it's still a little bit above freezing. So notice how right now, Fayetteville 38 degrees. To our north, Kansas 23 in Wichita. Little Rock still quite mild at 52, but it's going to be cooling down pretty quick here. Here is a satellite radar view showing storms off to our southeast and snow off to our northwest. That the storms are moving out of the area, but if you have family in southeast Arkansas, let me just zoom out here, show you what's going on. Pretty serious deal across areas to our southeast. That's a very strong line of storms, and those are severe. That red polygon, that's a tornado watch, and that goes until 10 p.m. this evening. So if you have family in northern Louisiana, Mississippi, West Tennessee, that could be a serious deal out there. Look at this day one, massive and enhanced risk of severe weather. Tornado potential is definitely there. South central Mississippi, Alabama getting in on the action too. But for us, we want to focus on the wintry precipitation. Unless anybody has any family down there, then I can pinpoint the storms, but we could be seeing some winter weather here in Northwest Arkansas this evening. So I see your comment, Shelly. What time Tuesday is the snow supposed to start? Now the models keep on speeding up this storm here. So I do think the snow should start Tuesday morning. Initially, it was Tuesday evening into Wednesday morning. Now it's kind of looking like an all-day event Tuesday. But here's tonight. Here's a future track, 8 p.m. Saturday, showing a wintry mix, especially in Northwest Arkansas. I think by around midnight, we should dry out and all that snow should be out of here. And here are some snowfall totals. So notice how we could see a half inch, maybe even as high as 1 inch of snow this evening. I think most people won't be seeing that. Looks to be mainly a dusting. And as we get really cold tonight, any moisture on the roads, the sidewalks could refreeze, because tonight is going to be getting very cold. Notice how cold we're getting. Wind chill values, wake up time tomorrow, single digits. That's brutal. Temperatures, wind chill value, That's going to be an issue tonight. But if you think that's cold, next week is going to be even colder by far. Winter storm severity index, wait for that to load. For this evening, just limited impacts. So you can see the scale there on the right-hand side. I just drive carefully if you have to be out. We could be seeing some issues briefly, but conditions will definitely improve tomorrow as the sun will be out. I know today was a cloudy day. The sun tried to peek out a little bit midday, but cloud cover won out. Tomorrow, though, should be quite sunny, but it's going to be very cold. We do have some watches and warnings here. Winter weather advisory. Maybe a half inch of snow to up to 1 inch. Slippery roads, that's the main issue here. From now through 3 a.m., just Delaware, Adair County. Northwest Arkansas is not included in that risk, but that doesn't mean that Northwest Arkansas will not see impacts from this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go over in depth what's going to be happening next week. And feel free to ask questions. I will answer them, but let me just go over what's going to be happening. Right now, still above freezing, Fayetteville 38. Rogers, though, getting down to near freezing. Here's that cold air spilling in. Check out tomorrow morning. Wind chill values, single digits, air temperature, teens. That is not a good wake up. Here's that risk off to our west. Off to our east. For us, we are not expecting storms. But look at this. Already, this is very early. We have a winter storm watch already for southern Missouri. This is from 12 a.m. Tuesday through Wednesday, 6 a.m. It's pretty rare that they issue these winter storm watches this far in advance because Tuesday is 3-4 days out here. Tuesday and Wednesday. Here's the energy coming in. We can see it. And it's got that track, that Red River track, maybe a little bit north. And then notice how that jet stream sets up that north to south orientation here. Beyond that system, this cross-polar flow where the lines are north to south, that will usher in some very cold weather. Now, here's a future track. This will show you the timing is still very far out, so this will likely change. Well, let's just see what it shows. Here's 7 a.m. Tuesday morning. Maybe a wintry mix, River Valley. I do think Northwest Arkansas looks to be all snow for Tuesday. We can see Tuesday afternoon into the evening, so it looks to be an all-day Tuesday event. Into early Wednesday morning, here's daybreak. Might still be snowing Wednesday. So if what that computer model shows, if that happens, we're talking widespread, major impacts, no school. You won't be able to make it to work, especially if you're in Northwest Arkansas. Definitely higher totals the further north you go. And I showed this during the newscast. I haven't shown it on a live stream yet, but here are some numbers of what the European model shows. Here's Tuesday, 3 p.m. So ahead of all the snow and all the cold, this model is showing icing potential. That number on the left is the ice. The number on the right, that's the snow total. So maybe a 1/4 inch of ice through Tuesday, 3 p.m. And that looks to be mainly in the River Valley. I think Northwest Arkansas, I think that looks to be mainly snow. And then notice these snowfall totals going way up. We're talking Bentonville, Rogers, that shows a foot. Eureka Springs, 13 inches up into southern Missouri, up to 1.5 feet of snow. It's just a model. We are far out. This will likely change, but here is what the European model shows. And I didn't make a snow map yet. I'll be doing that tomorrow. This is just the computer model. And then the cold weather surges in. We have that cross-polar flow, Arctic plunge, and this is no joke for the cold weather. We're talking life-threatening cold temperatures coming up. Here's the European model showing Tuesday, 8 p.m. Wind chill values already below zero. Heading into Wednesday morning, we're talking single digits and potentially even below zero. The models do not do a good job with the temperatures if there is snow on the ground. Okay. So the snow on the ground will reflect the sun, and just in general, the fact that the snow is cold, temperatures will not warm to as high as what the models show, and they will be a lot colder, especially during the overnight hours. We can see here the model shows single digits, potentially below zero. Wind chill values, that's negative 15 degrees around there. It could be even lower. And then check out Thursday morning. The previous, a couple miles ago, it was showing up to negative 20 and even negative 25. So this cold is something, the coldest weather of the year by far. Low temperature records will be shattered. Definitely. So that's just a general overview of what's going to be happening. So now I see we have a lot of questions. I'm going to go back in the comments. So I'm going to try and start to answer these. Yeah, Mitchell, that was kind of, what we're thinking. Well, I mean, personally, my forecasted snowfall totals, I didn't make a graphic yet. I was going to be doing that tomorrow, but we saw the European model. It shows over a foot in Benton County. That might be a bit overdone. Let's see what the American model shows real quick. So same deal. We got the ice on the left, snow on the right. So this model shows a wintry mix before any snowfalls, even in Northwest Arkansas. Here's Tuesday, 5 p.m., a half foot of snow, and then it comes down. So this model has the track of the low a little bit further north, and that's why the higher totals are a little further north. But if this shifts southward, could be game on, foot of snow, widespread. Started snowing in Broken Arrow. Yep, believe it. Here's Mega Doppler. Let me move it over. So I think we could see a half inch, maybe up to 1 inch impacts for us this evening. They look pretty limited, but if you are going to be going out tonight, definitely take it slow, plan for extra time, drive carefully. All right. All right, Brian needs to drive to Canada on Tuesday. 87 Firebird. Hmm. I don't know. It's Pontiacs. Maybe. But in all seriousness, though, Brian and everybody else, this event for next week is definitely um, a very serious deal. The cold, the snow, just widespread impacts. Things could change. It could track north, but we already have that winter storm watch in effect, and the confidence is definitely increasing in this being a major event. Yeah, how cold is it right now for you, Tina? Yeah, definitely dropping pretty quickly. Yes, I kind of just went into it, but I can do it again just real quick. So River Valley could be seeing a wintry mix before the snow falls, and that's what we don't want to see because that's the icing. If we have the light fluffy snow, If it gets too deep, that's an issue. But light, fluffy snow, if the snowfall totals are not that high, shouldn't be a huge deal. But if we have the ice and if we have the heavy snow, there- that could be a deal. But here's the European model showing the ice 3 p.m. Tuesday, quarter inch of ice, and in Northwest Arkansas, the European model shows all snow. And though that's the timing. So looks to be Tuesday morning into the afternoon, into the evening, early Wednesday morning. Yeah, I know what you mean, Tina. I still gotta go grocery shopping too. I would not wait until Monday evening after work. It is going to be a madhouse. So I would definitely get it done early. Um, because this cold is going to be here to stay. And the snow won't be going anywhere. Here's our app graphic, but I wanted to show you the 7 day. Look how cold it's going to be getting. -3 for the low Thursday morning, Wednesday morning, 3 degrees. The record low Thursday is 7, -3. Beats it by 10. Same deal. For Friday, the record low will be broken as well. So the snow will be on the ground through Friday. There will be some melting with the sun, especially over the weekend, but we are not going to be above freezing until Saturday. Yep. So there's your answer, Teddy. It will warm up next weekend. River Valley, very cold. Still, the records will be broken. Friday just barely hits freezing. Yeah, great comment, Alex. Yeah, it's going to be a high snow ratio. So what that means is it means that the snowball snow is not going to be a thing, for one thing. High ratios are when it's very cold and we have little precipitable water, creating a high snowfall total. Because the snow is not dense, it's not compacted, it's really fluffy. The crystals are formed and it just piles up, but it's super light. Yeah, so Brendan, I'm thinking, I mean, it's still, I'm thinking 6 to 8, isolated up to 10, maybe more. I'm going to be making a map tomorrow um, that shows what we're thinking. I've just been showing models today. Oh, here's a comment. Yeah, Anna, do you think Wednesday evening into Thursday is going to be an issue with the roads? Yeah, I do definitely. Yeah, because the snow won't melt, and unless they're plowing the roads, I know parking lots, roads that are less traveled, side roads, back roads, the highways, they'll probably get those, but there will be long term travel impacts coming up here, which I'm not looking forward to. I do live close to work, but I like to go to the gym, and that's going to be probably not happening coming up here. Yeah, just looking at the comments. Yeah, ready for spring. Yeah. Still, we have some more winter to go, sadly. Okay, Sunday, Martha. So here's what's going to be happening Sunday. It's going to be cold, but how cold? Here's the temperature versus wind chill graphics. Here's 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. We're going to be in the teens. It will feel like the single digits. That's wake up time Sunday morning, a little bit after, if you get up early. But afternoon, temperature is only barely hitting freezing. And with the wind, it will feel around 10 degrees colder. So upper teens for the wind chill, lower 20s. Yeah, so timing, Lauren, it looks Tuesday morning into Tuesday night, like all day. Hear the ratios. Yeah, 20, 25 to 1. Yeah, I've seen 25 to 1 ratios. So definitely it won't be a snow ball snow. It's not going to be that heavy wet snow. It will be a light fluffy snow, which makes it easier to clear out. But if we get over a foot, it will still bring major impacts. Potentially, Brendan. Yeah. Nope. Yeah, Brendan, it will not be a wet snow. It will be definitely be a very light, fluffy, high snow ratio snow. And a lot of people might be wondering, do you have a visualization for that? I do, and I can get that up. Let me try to find it. Stand by. Here it is. So here is the snow to liquid ratios. So we got different surface temperatures. You got them up there. We are going to be on the lower end of things, even lower than 10 degrees. Well, probably not when the snow is falling, though, but still, it's going to be a very, very light, fluffy snow. So we got 1 inch of water. All right. But if it's a wet snow, 1 inch of water will equal 7 inches of snow. Okay. Now, if we're right at freezing, that's the standard 10 to 1 ratio. So we got an inch of water equals 10 inches of snow. But if we're super cold, we can have an inch of water equaling, yeah, here's a graphic. Yeah, so 7 inches of snow, 10 inches. But if we're very cold, we can be 25 inches to 1 inch of liquid water. And I think that's what we could be seeing. Not 25 inches of snow, but the 25 to 1 ratio. Yep, definitely dry snow, Lynn. Yeah, told your physical therapist you would need to take his kids to the bus stop and wait for the bus if they have school because of the snow. I don't think they're going to be having snow for a good chunk of the week if this pans out. Because look at this. If you're at the bus stop Thursday morning, -3 degrees, you can get frostbite real quickly if you don't, have the earmuffs on, have cover up your face, your tip of your nose. Those can be those are the trouble spots if you're not wearing gloves. You can get into serious trouble real quickly out in that cold of the in that cold weather. Alex is saying, I also think the Canadian models are handling this much better. They can sample this system earlier and better, just like back in January. That's a great thoughts, Alex. Canadian model. Let's look at that. Stand by. So we've looked at the European model. We've looked at the American model. How about the Canadian model? I don't think it goes out far enough on this computer. No. All right, so let me go on a website and find it. All right. Here's Canada's global deterministic model. Let me load up winter weather. Well, we know it's not 10-to-1 ratio, so we're not doing that. Let's do the Kuchera method, which is estimated snowfall using snow to liquid ratio derived empirically. The warmer the maximum column temperature below 500 millibars, the lower the ratio. Snowfall may not always represent accumulation on ground surfaces due to melting, compacting, and other factors. So this might be a little bit better. Let me zoom in onto Arkansas. Hold on. All right. Now let me share the screen. All right. So here it is. Here's Tuesday. Go over. All right, can you guys see that? Nope. Not yet. Here it is. All right, so here is the Canadian global deterministic model. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Oh, all right. Well, I just gave it away right there. All right. Okay. So wow. Yeah, it's showing over a foot in Washington County. So if that happens, this could be significant impacts, major impacts. So definitely no joke. That was the Canadian model, and we've seen the American, we've seen the European. I think the long range long range NAM will clip it. All right, let me look at going live here. Tracy.
You're going live?
Right now. Yeah. So yep. So we're on Facebook, we're on X, we're on YouTube. We got Tracy here. She's just helping us get ready for the shows because pretty soon we have the Fox coming up. 1800. There's Tracy right there. We got Anderson in the background, our director. That's the rundown for the Fox. There's Anderson. So yeah, and we're all here. You guys see, I got the purple background loaded up because winter weather, that is in the forecast. So, all right, let's go back to the questions. We got Lauren. Any concern for Friday next week? I have a 5 a.m. flight out of XNA. So, Lauren, Friday, we're not expecting precipitation Friday should be fine. It's going to be a very cold morning, but I think they should have the runways cleared out by Friday because this snow is happening Tuesday. I think they'll be able to get the snow off the runways, but yeah, Friday should be fine. But look at the dangerous extreme cold, 4 degrees for the low on Friday morning. 5 a.m. flight, Lauren. Man, that is going to be a that's cold. Yeah, mountain home less. Yeah, same deal. Tuesday all day. Could see up to a foot of snow maybe. Blizzard warnings next week. I was talking to Dan, and he has never seen a blizzard warning for this area. But I think the winds will be just under criteria for the blizzard warning. So blizzard warning, I'm pretty sure it's 35-mile-per-hour winds. I think we're going to be more in the 20-mile-per-hour range. So I don't think that's going to happen, but borderline blizzard conditions. Could ground, lake, sea lake affect snow? Yeah, any lake, Bo, could see lake effect snow, and we've seen it. We've seen Beaver Lake affect snow, especially with this north wind. Yeah, we could definitely see those kinds of interactions happening, and that will only add to the snowfall totals. All right, JT. Canadian model was trying to say a swath of 17 inches in Washington, Madison, Newton County earlier today. I totally believe it. Was it the 10-to-1 ratio? Because what I showed you was a Kuchera. Because the 10-to-1 ratio will not be accurate with this setup. Yes, that's what it was showing, Charisse. It keeps looking earlier and earlier. Tuesday morning, maybe. So I think for school, Tuesday, forget about it. Wednesday, forget about it. Especially if you're in Northwest Arkansas, even River Valley. I'm not saying don't do your homework if you have homework due on Tuesday and Wednesday. Just get it done. Just get it out of the way. But there's a good chance of cancellations. Light snow falling in the Jobson, Missouri area, starting to cover the ground. All right, yeah. Let's go back to the radar. I'll still answer the questions, but here is the radar. See those the shades of the purplish, the pinks east of Tulsa? That's a pretty heavy snow. And that's moving our way. So I wouldn't be surprised if we picked up a quick inch in Northwest Arkansas. We're talking Benton, Washington County. You might wake up tomorrow morning to snow on the ground. And I would be all for it. I just do not want any icing impacts. And I do think we could be seeing what we call a flash freeze because right now the roads are soaked. It's been raining. Temperatures will quickly drop down tonight. The moisture on the roads could refreeze heading into tomorrow morning. Okay. So I'm way behind on these comments, guys. Yeah, Daytona looks nice. It was probably really warm. No, a foot of snow Tuesday and Tuesday night is not out of the question. Isn't that wild? A foot of snow. We're talking. Yeah, Brooke, snow ratio is super high, 20s. I don't know. That's a great question. It's probably arbitrary. It's probably not. It's probably not an exact number. It could be, but we're definitely going to be seeing the cold impacting. We're talking life-threatening cold here coming up, Jason. Okay, Brian. So we've got. I know we're still a few days out. Can you give rough timing for Bentonville? Can I run any service calls, or should I take the day off? All right, let's look at a shorter range model to answer that question. I kind of want to do this right now too. But guys, I'm going to have to end this stream here coming up in about 5 minutes because we have a newscast at 9 p.m. Maybe going on a little bit later. I think it might be basketball. So if you guys can hear me in the back, if you could put the game on weather one above me, just so I can just see it. But yeah. So a shorter range model. Let's look at that. Stand by. All right. So that's tonight. That's snow right there. Wait, you're not even looking at it. Let me present the screen. All right. So that's tonight. That's snow. Let's go to Tuesday. All right, here we go. What time Tuesday? Before daybreak. Now, this model is usually a little bit too quick with the onset of the precipitation, but look at that. Icing River Valley snow in Northwest Arkansas is going to be, this will be a tough day. 10 a.m., that's snow. Snowing all day. All right, let me hurry up here. Kyle, probably not all of it. See, it's always surprising how fast the roads dry out here. Overpasses, bridges, side roads, back roads, those could be an issue. Highways, they should be treated. They should be fine unless they didn't treat them, you know. And this little dusting here could overperform tonight, so we definitely have to keep an eye on it. All right, yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I'm way behind on these comments by 20 minutes, so I'm not going to get to all of them. And we have a newscast coming up here, and it's just me in the studio, so I have to end it in about 2 minutes. But let me just quickly speed through and just see if I can see one that pops out. I'm going all the way down to the bottom. Yeah, yeah. I'm not sure what you're referring to, but yeah, some pretty serious snowfall totals. Winter weather advisory just issued. All right, let's load it up. Stand by. Thanks for that comment, Alex. Hold on. Where is it? Yep. There it is. So now we got Washington, Benton, Madison, and Carroll County in the weather advisory. And this, they're saying the wording up to an inch of snow, slippery roads possible. All right. Yeah. All right. So I really have to end it right now. Preliminary. Here are some numbers. It's just a model. I'll be making my snow graphic for what we think tomorrow. But here is a preliminary snowfall total map, and then I have to end it. So we are looking at snow coming up here. That's a foot. It's just a model. It could change. Until then, I gotta go. I have to do a show. Hope everybody stays safe tonight, and I'll be back with more updates. All right. See you later.